It's time to talk about these black and yellow Air Jordan 14 retros. A lot of people are calling these the Thunder 14s because of their resemblance to the Thunder and Lightning Air Jordan 4s. In front of me, I've got the OG set of Thunder and Lightnings from 2006, also the Tour Yellows, another pair of 4s from 2006, and lastly, the 2012 reissues of the Thunders. I wanted to compare them with the Thunder 14s. When you look at the shoes next to one another, you can definitely see where the 14s got their nickname. You got a black suede shoe with yellow accents, but when you look at the two shades of yellow, they're actually very different. On all of these 4s, the shade of yellow is known as Tour Yellow, whereas the shade of yellow on these 14s is Vibrant Yellow. Tour Yellow got its name from the Tour de France and from Lance Armstrong's yellow jersey and also yellow Livestrong wristbands that were very popular when these shoes were being sold. But like I said, you can see the resemblance, black suede and yellow, so these 14s got the same Thunder nickname. And nowadays it seems like every shoe that's coming out has a nickname, and nicknames help sell shoes. This is the first of 4 pairs of 14s coming out in 2014, and most of the other ones have nicknames too. You've got the Sport Blue, which is just the name on the box, but the Black Toe, that's a nickname, and also the Ferraris that are going to come out in the fall, another nickname, and those are amazing. Red suede with carbon fiber. They pay homage to the inspiration behind the Air Jordan 14, which is Michael Jordan's Ferrari Maranello. The Air Jordan 14 was designed by Tinker Hatfield, just like all of these 4s. Actually, Tinker designed every Air Jordan from the 3 to the 15. On the 14, though, he had the help of another legendary designer named Mark Smith. Tinker and Mark also worked together on the Air Raid back in the early 90s and also on the Air Jordan 20. And you may know Mark Smith's work from the amazing laser stuff that he does on Air Force Ones and Dunks. He's also done a lot of work with the Doernbecher Children's Hospital. Let's come on here up close and personal and check out this pair of black and yellow Thunder Air Jordan 14s. They were inspired by MJ's Ferrari Maranello, and when you look at the upper of the shoe, there's actually a lot of details that mimic the Ferrari. Starting right back here with this triangular crest that has the Jumpman logo inside of it, it's very reminiscent of the triangular crest on most Ferraris that has a horse inside of it. When you look up here at the front, you'll see this yellow tooth-looking like thing. That's actually supposed to resemble the headlights on the Maranello. The upper has this perforated pattern. It resembles the interior of the Ferrari Maranello. And check out this cool silver pattern that goes all the way to the outsole. It resembles the car's engine. When you look at the back of the shoe, you'll notice this rubber piece that sticks up here. It's supposed to resemble the tire. But my favorite inspiration from the Ferrari is right here. It's that air vent. The Ferrari Maranello has a vent in the hood to ventilate the engine and keep it cool. And Tinker took that inspiration to the Air Jordan 14 to help MJ keep his feet cool. So actually air can flow into that little chamber. You've got Zoom Air down here tucked into the midsole at the heel and also up at the forefoot. Zoom Air hit Air Jordans for the first time on the 11, and it's been very popular ever since then. When people think of the Air Jordan 14, they think of MJ's last shot, because he hit that shot over Brian Russell wearing the OG black and red colorway. That's very interesting because it's not his last shoe. MJ retired for the second time after winning his 6th championship over the Jazz, and he came back again with the Wizards. He actually retired wearing a pair of 18s, and that shoe was designed after a Lamborghini Murcielago. That's interesting because MJ's first championship, he wore the Porsche-inspired 6s. For the last shot, the 14s inspired by his Ferrari, and for the last shoe, it was the Lamborghini-inspired 18. One last feature about these 14s, you gotta come back up close and look at it. There's actually a total of 14 Jumpmans on the shoes when you add up the Jumpmans on the left and the right. The first one's here in the crest. The second one is up here at the toe. You got a third one on the outsole. A fourth one back here at the heel. A fifth one way inside there on the insole, and then a sixth and a seventh one on these metal lace tips. And by the way, the Air Jordan 14 was the first pair of Air Jordans to come standard with these metal lace tips, and Brand Jordan kept that going on the next 2 models, the Air Jordan 15 and also the Air Jordan 16. It's been a real pleasure walking you through the Air Jordan 14. I'm definitely looking forward to the ones that are coming out in the future, especially the Ferrari model.